And I'll tell you, it's a lot easier to have them than it is to get them, and we've got them.
We'll be back with more right after this.
What about that Boogeyman Jam?
You know, it's a pleasure to even be back here at home for the Boogeyman Jam. And the Boogeyman told me, he said, first time you ever got to be talking to people about coming home, coming home, coming home. Now I got the opportunity to come home, but I'm coming home to something special, the Boogeyman Jam. And you know what I like about this thing? The man has gone down to his last ingredients. You know, he's got his beard. Now the man has gone so far, he's gone a little bit out of line, he putting up his hair. But the main thing is, once he beat the assassin along with Paulie Jones, then somebody got to take that suck off the face. And I want to see that face. And it's a pleasure, like I said before, to be back here in North Kakalaka for the Boogeyman Jam. And I know the Boogeyman will boogie.
And that's from Junkyard Dog fans and Boogeyman Jam, Boogeyman Jam 84. That's going to be an event, and it's going to be a happening.
It makes me want to howl when the Boogeyman called me on the phone and said, dog, come on home to my jam, the Boogeyman Jam. And I'm going to do my best to help the Boogeyman and all the people all over North Kakalaka, South Kakalaka, Virginia, anywhere all over the world that come to the Boogeyman Jam. The Boogeyman and the dog will try to boogie one day together, and I hope that's soon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you hear them? They're yelling it. They won't die. And there you see it. There you see it right sign by one of our great fans in this tremendous crowd out here, David. And there's two assassins in the ring, and I think the Junkyard Dog, what a personality he is. And David, I think he said it all. But you know, at the Boogeyman Jam, that hair is going to come off, or one of these men in the ring with that mask is not going to have it anymore, David. That's right. And I've been in the Boogeyman Jam 84. Don't miss it, because all the great wrestlers are coming. It's going to happen. Tim Horner. A lot of great wrestlers are coming. The Junkyard Dog, Dusty Rhodes, and to make sure that the Boogeyman gets a fair shake. And I'll tell you, David, I've been in situations like that before myself. Shaved a few guys' head. Few masks came off. And one thing or the other is going to happen. A mask is coming off, or we're going to have a bald-headed Boogeyman, one or the other. And the Assassins in action right now. I know they're getting ready. They're toning up for this jam. They're going to have a tough time on their hands, as is the Boogeyman. All right, nice move by the Assassin. Trying to cut his head off. Hey, John, I've got to tell you this right now. Paul Jones, you see that side may remind me. Paul Jones has made a request that the fans do not bring any signs to ringside. He's asked you fans, please do not bring any signs to ringside. To tell you the truth, we don't care whether you do it or not. We'd like you to bring them. Keith Larson takes him down, come up with that arm bar. And they got the Assassin. You can just feel it. Everybody, it's pandemonium. They love it. All right, Larson. The Boogeyman's got everybody going. Fans, Larson, Tim Horner. And he's got the Assassins going right now. And this is an excellent wrestler there right now. Tim Horner, one of the young lions, and an excellent individual in that ring. And he's taking a fight right to Assassin. And David, before the jam happens, Assassins might have their hands full right here. That's right. All right. Tim Horner's down. These fans, listen to him. Listen to him. They want the Boogeyman. They're going to get him. Boogeyman Jam 84. It's coming. And let's not forget, David, later in this program, we got the NWA TV title match coming up. Mark Youngblood and Dick Slater, the last two individuals left for that TV belt. It's coming up later in this hour. All right, goes down for that pin. Tim Horner, he's smart, quick, aggressive. He kicks out. The Assassins, number 2, slams him hard down on that mat. There's a real confident Paul Jones now as he heads into Boogeyman Jam. On his face. Assassins now doing what they do best, double teaming, keeping that man close to their side of the ring. Ramsey, Tim Horner in trouble. Jones enjoying every second of this, and he'll have to. Horner trying to fight his way out. He's got a lot of fight in him. drop down on that mat. Larsen now picks him up again. Slams him down. Goes for the pin. The assassin quickly kicks him off.
Beautiful drop kick. By Keith Larsen, another right on the button. The assassin now in trouble. Larsen off with a tackle. And these,
Boy, this is a real big house.
the assassin, they changed the tide of battle there with the maneuver. And right on top of Larsen. You can't sell him short. Oh, look at the strength of that assassin with a power slam of Larsen off the rope. David, we got a winner. The assassin team has brought a victory to Mr. Paul Jones. And they seem to be set for their Boogeyman Jam.
We'll be right back with more right after these commercial messages about the worldwide wrestling events coming to your area. Friday, March the 30th at 8:15, a big card in Lynchburg at Lynchburg Armory, and you'll want to be on hand. In Harrisonburg, Virginia, at the high school gym, Thursday, March 22nd at 8:15. Such stars as TULLY, BLANCHARD, the Assassins 1 and 2, Paul Jones, Dick Slater, Johnny Weaver, Mark Youngblood, Dory Funk Jr., and many other top stars. Appomattox, Virginia, at the high school gym, Monday, March 19th at 8:15. You will see Big Cat Ernie Ladd, the Assassins 1 and 2, Paul Jones, Dory Funk Jr., Rufus R., Freight Train Jones, Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant, and many others. The Roanoke Civic Center, Sunday, March the 25th, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's Boogeyman Jam 84. See Big Cat Ernie Ladd against Rufus R. Freight Train Jones. 6-man tag team match. Ivan Koloff, the Great Kabuki, and Gary Hart team up against Angelo Mosca Jr. and Sr. and the Junkyard Dog. And then it's Mask versus Hair. One of the Assassins against Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant. There must be a winner, and Paul Jones will be locked in a small cage at ringside. Let's bring in Gary Hart. Gary, you'll be in the ring with Ivan Koloff and the Great Kabuki against the Junkyard Dog and the Moscas.
And I bet the Moscas, the Great Pickers from Italy, and the JY Dog from North Kakalaka think that I am afraid. But you see, I'm not afraid of anything that look like you, smell like you, walk like you, or act like you. And I'm talking about the Moscas and the JYD. So I tell you what, you three gentlemen, and I use the word very loosely when I say gentlemen, come and get me if you can. Because remember, you have to come through the fog. There's going to be very heavy fog in Roanoke. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's going to be a lot of fog all over the place. Probably going to be green fog, too. Come and get me, JYD and the Great Pickers.
And then, fans, it is Mask versus Hair. Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant against one of the Assassins. There must be a winner, and Paul Jones will be locked in this small cage at ringside in Roanoke.
You may be laughing now, but when you see Jimmy Valiant walking around with no hair, the Assassins and myself will be laughing. I'm paying a terrible price of being caged like a monkey that I'm not, just to see you, Valiant, with no hair. And the Assassin, if you think for 1 minute the Assassin is going to lose a match, you better think again, because I will think of something.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you see the Kabuki. He's coming in there on Angelo Mosca Jr. You see Ivan Koloff, he's got that chain. He's going after Jr. Pounding away on Jr. They've hold him now. Pounding away. All right, there's Senior John. He's in there.
And Angelo Mosca Sr. coming to the aid of his son with 2-on-1 on his son. Oh, and he gets that green mist sprayed right in the eyes. That team of Koloff and Kabuki now.
All right, Angelo, we saw exactly what happened there.
You know, Dave, that tape makes my Latin blood boil. But I can smile today because I can see. But behind this smile, there's a little bit of criticism of vendetta. Ivan Koloff, Kabuki carrying around the USA flag. That's an insult to true Americanism. And Gary Hart, You didn't nurture them very right. I've got Koloff's chain. What is Koloff going to do? The next I'm going to get is that mystery of the mist of Kabuki. But I've got another thing in my corner, and that is called my son. Like I said before, blood is thicker than water. So Gary Hart, Kabuki, and Koloff, we said before we were born of tradition and nurtured by pride. And that's all we think about is USA.
All right, speaking of pride, let's go to the ring right now for Dory Funk Jr. and Angelo MOSCA Jr.
And this should be quite a tag team. Former world champion Dory Funk Jr., Mid-Atlantic champion Angelo MOSCA Jr. And Angelo MOSCA, of course, not wrestling with his father, but he'll get a lot of experience and a lot of pointers from wrestling with Dory Funk Jr.
You know, Dave and John, my son has learned a lot being the partner of Dory Funk. He's probably one of the greatest tacticians in professional wrestling today. If my son can spend maybe a couple of months with Dory, he'll have probably covered 3 years of professional wrestling.
All right, there you see the young man in the ring right now. He's got the headlock in tight.
He has certainly come a long way fast. Of course, he has a great athletic background, and he will get a lot of experience and a lot of maturity by wrestling with Dory Funk Jr. Hard tackle. Boy, what a tackle that was. Doug Vines went down. Hey, very good move.
Listen to these fans cheering for this young man. There you see this sold-out packed house there, and they're rooting for this young man, Angelo MOSCA Jr., the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion.
You know, Dave, we spend a lot of time in the car driving, talking about professional wrestling. I give him the do's and don'ts, and I like to have just a little bit of credit, but I just hope that he has a successful career as I have in professional wrestling. But unfortunately, things have got off on a bad note with Koloff, Kabuki, and Hart, but I've also given him some of the bad sides of what can happen in professional wrestling. I know I've been on some bad things, but I've never done sneaky things in my life. My son has given it a whole new life to professional wrestling for me, Angelo MOSCA Sr.
All right,
We're certainly like the fans, and Angelo, happy to see that you got Koloff's chain around your neck, and I know you're one person that knows how to use that chain. Koloff will be a little, he's supposed to be the master of chain matches, but he'll be a little vacant without it.
He probably will, but I don't know much about chain matches, but I don't know what Koloff's going to do with this chain, without this chain. I get excited when I see my son in the ring. If I'm lost or stuck for words, just watching the enthusiasm, the youth of my son.
I think his opponent's a little excited or a little confused also. Bobby Bass backs off. And boy, I'll tell you, every time we see MOSCA Jr. in the ring, more and more wrestlers are backing off. That belt around his waist gives him some maturity. They know he's a great athlete. And they're trying to slow down and change that tempo. He's going to get Dory Funk Jr. back in the ring, and it's real good to see because when he tags out Angelo, he watches what Dory does in the ring. He doesn't go to sleep.
Dory is a master. You know, when you watch him, it's slow and methodical, but he's always got his wits about him, and this is what he's teaching my son.
Well, he certainly is a good pupil, and his advancement in the wrestling business has really improved, and he's became a champion already. And he's got a long, long way to go.
All right, Dory Funk in somewhat of trouble right now. But like you said, Dory Funk is a tactician. He knows what to do in that ring. His man, all right, takes him now, whips him across into the ropes. Good tackle in. There you see some of those fans, they're yelling. They want him to go. They want this team to go, and that's exactly what they're trying to do.
Funk goes hard down the ring. His opponent also hard down on the apron, but able to make a tag. And here is a better, tough guy in that ring right here, Bobby Bass.
Bobby Bass has got a lot of talent. You know, you can't sell these other men short either. On any given day, anybody can be beaten, and this is what I've warned my son. You have to be on your toes at all times to be a professional wrestler. Whether you're in the ring with these two gentlemen, Bass, or with Kabuki, Koloff, or Gary Hart, you've got to be on your best guard.
You certainly have to, because you see how quick the tide of battle changed there. Dory crashed heads, Bass was able to make a tag, and he knew what to do with it when Dory was down, and they got the advantage now. The whole tide of battle has changed. Look at the intensity on the outside now. Angelo Mosca Jr. trying to make that tag. He's aware that Dory's in trouble. Dory finds suplex, drops both men down to the canvas. Referee counting over him. Let's see who can make a tag. And it is the Bass in the ring. Bass able to make that tag and keep the upper hand for his team. And a little
smart team also, John, that's taking advantage of a situation.
There you see. Mosca Jr. blocks it. Dory comes up with it.
I always said that's what tag team wrestling is all about, to help your partner out when he's in trouble. And my son has learned that.
A fine block there has changed the whole tide of battle. And that gives Dory Funk Jr. a new life. That move by Angelo Mosca Jr. And now Funk.
Like the Dory Funk.
Funk with an elbow down on Bobby Bass. He's going to tag the face. Angelo Mosca Jr. in there. He does it.
These people come unglued when this young man gets in that ring. Hard slam comes across. He's going up on the ropes. Here he goes. Down the cross side by blood. Goes down for the pin. He's got it. Mosca Jr., the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, and Dory Funk Jr. are the winners in this match.
We have a winner. The team of Angelo Mosca Jr., Dory Funk. And there is a cross-body dive off the top turnbuckle. The winners, Angelo Mosca Jr. and Dory Funk.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Rufus R. Freight Train Jones and a Cat Ernie Ladd. That's on your mind, I know.
Davey, that is the only thing that's on my mind. It's Ernie Cat Ladd. The man going around town, disown his people, disown me, disown everybody. I want to get Ernie Ladd out of the ring so bad, baby. So I want to put up $1,000 of my own money to get him on TV and let everybody watch me what I want to do to Ernie Ladd. I will tell you something, Ernie Ladd. You can run, brother, but you're too big to hide. And when Rufus Jones find you, brother, I'm going to put something on you. It's $1,000, Ernie Ladd, to get you inside that ring with me. And I guarantee you when I do, Lad, I'm going to put some on you, brother, you never seen before. Insurance man, baby.
All right, you heard from Rufus now. The Boogie Woogie Man. The Boogie Man Jam 84. This is the man that started it all.
You got that right, baby. Oh, mercy. No more running, no more hiding, no more peeping, and no more jiving, baby. Boogie Man Jam 84. There ain't gonna be no more. You know something, David Crockett? I want to thank all my brothers and sisters. I want to thank you from the deepest of the Boogie Man's heart. You did what I asked you to do. You all jammed the boxes, and now I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do, and that is put up my hair against the assassin's mask, and I will, brothers and sisters, listen at the boogeyman, I will take the assassin mask off with my right hand, and I will throw it to my brothers and sisters. And Paul Jones, don't you think for a minute, brother, that your hair is safe, because Jack, it's not. It's not, brother, it's not. We gotta tell him.
Would you like to see something really incredible? Then look at this. These are real diamond rings, perhaps more diamond rings than most people see in their entire lives. Together, they're worth a small fortune. Yet all of these diamond rings, over 1 million of them, will be distributed as part of a nationwide publicity campaign for only, now listen closely, for only $10 each to the first 1 million people who phone this toll-free number. So get a pencil and write it down now. These are the most beautiful diamond rings ever created by the New York jewelry firm of Christie & Spring. Designed for dinner and evening wear, these are the same diamond rings as advertised in leading newspapers, magazines, and jewelry catalogs. Over $9 million worth, that's correct, $9 million worth have already been sold. Each ring is set with a genuine quarter-point 17-facet diamond, cradled in a classic Tiffany setting, specially faceted to enhance its luster and magnify its visual impact, And the entire ring is layered in genuine 14-karat gold. Yet all of these diamond rings, all 1 million of them, will be sold for the astonishing price of only $10 each during this special nationwide publicity campaign. Yes, you truly can own one of these diamond rings for only $10 each if you're among the first 1 million people to phone this toll-free publicity number. So get a pencil and write it down now. Operators are standing by to take your call. And if you have a Visa or MasterCard, by all means have it ready when you phone so we can speed the processing of your order. And you'll save $4 COD and handling charges if you do. But hurry, phone this toll-free number now.
You pay only $10 for a genuine diamond ring. Call 1-800-453-5800. That's 1-800-453-5800. Save $4 COD and handling charge by using your Visa or MasterCard, or mail $10 to Genuine Diamond Ring, Box C1012, Brooklyn, New York, 11230.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in that ring right now, you see him right there. It's Stan Hansen, and what a big man he is.
This is one tough, mean, big dude, David. Stan Hansen, who is in the wide world area now to take on all the top stars, because this is where the top stars are. The NWA, the Major League of Professional Wrestling. This Stan Hansen is a big star all over the world. Tremendous wrestling star in Japan and the Orient, David.
That's right, but
and I don't know.
You see this large crowd here in this arena. They're here because of people like Stan Hansen. Matter of fact, I think they've even picked somebody up, him to wrestle. Wahoo McDaniels. As soon as he walked in that ring, the fans started chanting, Wahoo, Wahoo. They want this man to take on the big Indian chief, Wahoo McDaniels, and see if Stan Hansen's lariat and those hard fists right there can stand up to the chops of Wahoo McDaniels.
Well, I don't know if I can recall I ever saw that Stan Hansen knocked off his feet. Maybe one of those chops by a man like Chief Wahoo.
Oh, drop kick!
290 pounds and a drop kick. Dropped his opponent in his tracks. Maybe Wahoo McDaniels' chops can knock this big fella down.
Eddie Hansen cockily stands back, now comes in, stomps the head of Don Herbert.
He's just a brutal, mean, big hombre.
He is. Lift him over the ropes.
Dish out that punishment.
All right, John, he's not trying to pin Herbert right now. He's just trying to punish this young man.
Trying to bluff his way into submission of his opponent with just brutal. Oh, that kick you could hear ring out all over our auditorium.
Elbow hard down across that chest. Goes for the pin. No. Count of two. Picks him up. Picks Herbert up.
Oh, David, our crowd has been aroused by the entrance of Stan Hansen.
Cut his head off. All right, now, there you see those fans. They're sitting there. They're in awe of this big man, Stan Hansen. You heard that chop. You've got to see. Can Wahoo withstand Stan Hansen? Can anybody withstand this man? Oh, boy, here it comes. Whips him across. Lariat cuts him right out from under.
Stan Hansen has certainly aroused our crowd. Don't forget the TV title match will be coming up.
That's right. For the NWA Television Championship, Mark Youngblood against Dick Slater. All right, now you see, watch Stan Hansen cut this guy's head right off. That's a drop kick. Caught him right in the side of the chin. Knocked him down to that mat.
And that man's about 290 pounds. Getting up in the air to execute that drop kick. He goes on. Take the victory. Big Stan Hansen.
The match already started, John. They started while we were in the commercial break. Dick Slater, he wants to win. He's doing anything and everything, as you see right there, just pounding away. Well, Mark Youngblood.
He certainly did, David. You know, this TV belt's the most prestigious of all TV belts in the land. Slater has a man who's amassed a lot of belts. There you see Tim Harner going to the assistance of Mark Youngblood out there. Slater, he wants the belt so bad he jumped Mark before the bell rang. It's going to give him a definite advantage in this match because Mark has is already hurt and he's going to be in trouble as this match begins. Slater's amassed a lot of belts. He's a claimant. He claims the World Heavyweight Championship. He is the United States Heavyweight Champion. He had the Mid-Atlantic belt, and now he's going to make a real effort for that TV belt. He wants it so bad he had a jump mark before this bell rang. Get him out. Mark is not going to look like he was being assisted by Tim Harder out of the ring because of the onslaught of Slater. And he's going to come back.
There he is.
Hey,
now you've got this young man mad. He's ready.
He's at a real disadvantage at the start of the match already. He's way behind and is in a lot of trouble. It's Slater with a hard slam, David. That's Slater. I've never seen him possessed, even as he is right here, even in the matches with a world champion, and he claims that title.
All right, but right now Slater, he wants to win. He wants to punish Mark Youngblood, and now he's stomping away. He wants to win any way he can. Look at him. He's possessed. This man is possessed right now.
He looks like he's out of his head, David, but he sure has the advantage. Mark is in a lot of trouble early in the match, and we'll see what the youngster's made out of now. If he can come back from this.
Slater has put everything he can into this match right now. Can Mark Youngblood hold on, John? That's it. Well, he's hurt. He's hurt. He's been pounding away.
He's a tough individual. He's got a lot of maturity. He has really learned his lessons well, had some fine teachers, and he will not give up. I know he will not give up. He'll fight as long as he can.
The NWA, remember the NWA Television Championship, like you said, John, the most prestigious television championship in the world is at stake in this one
match. Look at Slater, poised like a cat off the rope. Boy, Mark really behind in the match and in a lot of trouble. An unfortunate break for him to get attacked before a bell like this.
Slater, overconfident, John. Overconfident. He just raised his hand up like he was number one. The young man kicked out.
I think Slater didn't think that Mark had this much in him. Slater is probably amazed that Mark is still in there and able to function. But the kid's got a lot of desire.
We're going to have to see how much, because Slater, he's got him up. Side salt up hard, down on that small of his back. Knocks the wind out, jars the kidneys. Slater now taking his time, still confident, still cocky.
Well, yeah, anybody that jumps him before the bell ring gets the upper hand. I guess you could be.
Look at that. Slappy. Mark Youngblood. All right, Slater's got him.
Slater's took advantage of a lot of people already. Greg Valentine, Ric Flair, and he has made himself a lot of enemies in the time that he's been around in the wrestling world. And I think he's made another one tonight. Mark Youngblood's Indian Tipper is going to get up in a minute. And you know, David, just take one little mistake, one little opening, and we can see what Mark Youngblood really can do.
This young man, he wants it. You can tell it.
Packed out is waiting in anticipation, and they got that staccato chant for Mark.
That's it. He blunks it. He catches Dick Slater with that hard right. Now he's caught him in the midsection.
Slater's knees buckled. Again, his knees buckled, but he's hanging onto the rope there.
Good shot. Midsection, though. He still feels the blows of Slater. Caught him again right there.
On the bridge of their nose, sets in double arm. Let's see. Double arm suplex and a good one. Oh, and Mark is still at a disadvantage in this match from the onset.
But he still has that desire. Look at Slater. Look at the expression on his face, John.
Can't believe he hasn't put away Mark Youngblood, but it'll take a lot to do that.
Slater grabs him now in that bear hug. Slater's now trying to figure out, what can I do? I've got the anything I can. I've got to pin this young man. I've got to get him down on that mat. The NWA Television Championship. This is what's at stake. These two men are here. They've got all the way through the final match. Who will win?
Fine move with a block.
He just didn't grab that leg, John. That was his problem.
Oh, Slater. Excellent move by Slater to get himself out of trouble. And deposits Youngblood out here on the concrete floor. Once again, it's Youngblood outside of the ring, this time in trouble. Slater opens up, headed back, fires back. And the unpredictable one pulls one of those maneuvers ahead. But let's see if he's going to suplex him over the rope from the outside.
And he does. He's got him.
The referee's down. Both men's shoulders are on the mat. Here's Mark's arm up. We got a winner. Mark Youngblood raised his arm. I don't think it's Slater.
No.
I don't think it is not. The new TV champion, Mark Youngblood. He did it. He did it, David. Mark Youngblood. An excellent move. Slater can't believe it, but just saw Mark Youngblood's arm go in the air. Look at our fans. Everybody rejoicing. The new TV title holder is Mark Youngblood. Slater can't believe it happened to him. Slater had the upper hand all the way. Mark Youngblood just wouldn't quit, wouldn't give up, and there you see the new TV NWA champion. The new champion, Mark Youngblood. There it is with his belt. The winner of the TV tournament and the new champion, Mark Youngblood.
We'll be right back with more right after these commercial messages about the worldwide wrestling events coming to your area. Friday, March 30th at 8:15, a big card in the Lynchburg Armory, and you'll want to be on hand. Harrisonburg High School Gym in Harrisonburg, Virginia, Thursday, March 22nd at 8:15. Tully, Blanchard, the Assassins 1 and 2, Paul Jones, Dick Slater, Johnny Weaver, Mark Youngblood, Dory Funk Jr., and many other top stars. There's an action-packed card at the Appomattox, Virginia High School Gym, Monday, March the 19th at 8:15 with Big Cat Ernie Ladd, the Assassins 1 and 2, Paul Jones, Rufus R. Freight Train Jones, Dory Funk Jr., Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant, and many, many other top stars. It's Boogeyman Jam 84, arriving at the Roanoke Civic Center Sunday, March the 25th, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You will see Big Cat Ernie Ladd against Rufus R. Freight Train Jones. 6-man tag team action. The Great Kabuki, Ivan Koloff, and Gary Hart, who will be in the ring against Angelo Mosca Jr. and Sr. and the Junkyard Dog. And then it's mask versus hair. Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant will put up his hair against the mask of one of the assassins. Paul Jones locked in a small cage at ringside. Let's bring in Rufus R. Freight Train Jones, Big Cat Ernie Ladd.
That's right, baby. Boogeyman Jam and Rufus R. Jones and Ernie Cat Ladd gonna get together, baby. Gonna get down. Gonna touch one another. Gonna watch Ernie Ladd run a holler. Cause Rufus Jones ready for you, Ladd. You tried to hurt me before, brother. You couldn't do it. But this time is my time to hurt you.
Let's bring in Angelo Mosca Jr. and Sr. They team up with the Junkyard Dog against the Great Kabuki, Ivan Koloff, and Gary Hart, who's in the ring.
I think if the people don't know by now, I'm going to really tell them what Gary Hart is. He's up to no good. He's up to evil. Well, he's going to be in the ring with my father, myself, and the Junkyard Dog, and that evil is going to be stomped out. That green mist will no longer be. Ivan Koloff, the so-called American Russian, will no longer be, and we're going to eliminate them all.
Okay, let's go over and talk to Jimmy, the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant. Paul Jones will be locked in this small cage at ringside, and he will go after the mask of one of the assassins and put up the hair.
Oh, Mercy, baby, we got him. Boogeyman Jam. And that fall coming on roll note. My brothers and sisters, March the 25th, we got him. This is it. Paul Jones, you're going to be in this cage just like a monkey. Bring them monkey food, brothers and sisters. Banana, peanuts, monkey litter. Bring it. We're throwing in a cage with him. When we get Paul Jones in that cage, then, brother, remember the assassins. Paul Jones, you took my beard. Well, brother, the Boogeyman and all his people gonna boogie together. Boogeyman, 84, your mess.
America's sound leader, KTEL International, announces Platinum Fix, featuring today's brightest stars on 7 new hit collection albums: hard rock, soft rock, dance, country, or top 40 like K-Tel's sound system. 14 superstar hits with a fix. Huey Lewis and the News, Pat Benatar and the Police. Bounce to the beat of K-Tel's Street Beat with Irene Cara and Culture Club. Or tune into the hard rock sounds of Masters of Metal. K-Tel's Platinum Fix. 7 great albums at these and other fine stores.
Pinesbrook Buick wants you to join the Pinesbrook 200. Pinesbrook Buick will sell 200 cars by April 30th. Until then, you can purchase any new Buick for only base price and get every accessory at dealer cost. No exceptions. All new cars in stock included. Over 100 to choose from with new arrivals daily. Act now and beat the mid-year price increase and take advantage of low interest rates, plus the best selection, and get all options at dealer cost. Available only during the Pinesbrook 200 because we care.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're in the ring right now. Tully Blanchard and manager Paul Jones. This is some combination, John.
Is he a manager capacity now? I know we saw Tully Blanchard at 3 or 4 matches, and Paul Jones came down the ringside and said one thing or another to him, but I never was aware that he is in a manager capacity.
I guess he is. John, you see right there, Paul Jones was in that ring. He's standing right by ringside, shouting instructions to Tully Blanchard.
Well, Tully Blanchard has appeared here a few times. He's a kind of devious individual, real sneaky.
To say the least.
Real sneaky, and got some excellent moves, but he's got some underhand tricks that he pulls there quite often. And they're really a different contrast from a big Stan Hansen or the Assassin team or Bernie, the big cat lad that just
he's not as big as these guys, but he's just as sneaky.
He has a lot of wrestling ability.
Yes, he does.
He gets the upper hand with them. A little extracurricular tactics that he uses in there.
Right now, you see, he's in there and he's wrestling. He's applying the pressure, wearing this young man, Mark Fleming, down.
A referee will still have his hands full in a match with Tully Blanchard because he has thrown together such a style, and he has a lot of experience of ways to get the upper hand where he can block the referee from what he's doing, and it's very hard for a referee to see some of the things that Tully Blanchard pulls, and here he is back in the corner now.
Watch Paul Jones. Paul Jones is over there. He's shouting to the referee, distracting him. This gives Tully a chance to recoup himself, to figure out exactly what his next move is. Good. Hey,
what a move.
This man can wrestle, John.
And like a cat, too. He was fast, quick in there. Got that single leg takedown on his opponent. And he lulled his opponent to sleep before he made that maneuver. Looked like he was taking a nonchalant walk over towards his manager, Paul Jones, and all of a sudden the opponent was, Mark Fleming, was caught in a single leg takedown, and the advantage is to Tully Blanchard. However, they're into the ropes. No clean break from Tully Blanchard.
All right, Tully now going right back. Catches him in that leg. There you see Paul. Paul's standing over there. You can see him in the far there. You see, very confident. Look at that smirk. That's but look at him now. I want to tell you something. Again, Paul Jones has made a request. He's asked me to tell you fans this, that he's asked for no signs, posters, or anything to be at the arenas. He dislikes them. He does not want you to have them there. So Paul Jones has asked you not to bring him to the arenas.
That's pretty good. I'll tell you, David.
As far as the promotion is concerned, the wrestling promotions, Jim Crockett Promotions, and the others, we don't care. So you can bring him if you want to.
Mr. Paul Jones, you make few mistakes, but that is what I'm afraid you just made, demanding that nobody bring a poster to the arena. Tully Blanchard continues to dish out punishment on the leg of Mark Fleming. Ooh, that's a little humiliating move right there, David. Slapping him. But
the thing is, John, Mark is losing control.
And look where Tully Blanchard wisely was.
That's right. This gives him a chance to go outside that ring, talk to Paul Jones, set up his next series of moves. And now he doesn't even think in just one move. He's thinking right now in 2 and 3 moves ahead. And he knows what he wants to do.
Then too, David, he knows that Mark Fleming is fired up. And when he's fired up, it comes roaring in like, drop kick. Catches is
down
Tully.
on the floor. Oh, he wasn't thinking that time. Tully Blanchard was looking away at the crowd, and he got stung by a drop kick.
And he's getting a little scolding by Paul Jones on the outside, too, for letting his guard down. However, he's got Mark Youngblood Mark Fleming all fired up. And that's the time when you charge in like that, David, you make mistakes.
Yes.
And Tully Blanchard's aware of this.
All right, Tully still backing up, backing up. Now he comes right in a kick midsection knee now. Right to the head. Drop the elbows.
And them sharp ribs. That'll take the gas right out of him. It deposits Mark Fleming out on that concrete floor. And there's Blanchard going to follow him out on the floor out here of our arena. And put him back in.
Yes, that he does.
Well, he got the upper hand, David. He wants to dish out some punishment now.
Picks him up. Backbreaker. Drops down, but goes for that pin.
Let's
Mark
have
kicks out.
Our congratulations go out to Mark Youngblood. A tremendous effort and
great
victory of the NWA television belt. May he wear it long and proud.
Yes, but hold on to it, young man. Dick Slater, I know he's not finished with you yet. Tully Blanchard, a man in right there. He would like to have that championship. Ernie Ladd, Stan Hansen.
Mark Youngblood's going to be a very busy man, but our congratulations also go to him and Chief Wahoo McDaniel becoming the new World Tag Team Champions. But there again, the Briscoe brothers are never counted out of that picture.
The Road Warriors.
The Road Warriors. What a team that is. The
Bob Orton Jr.
Don Canoodle are not going to be quiet now that they lost it either. Of course, the Freebirds would like to have a shot at that world title. It's never been kept a secret that they would like to get
right.
on.
Ivan Koloff and Kabuki. It just goes on and on. But
well,
like you said, congratulations to Mark Youngblood for becoming the NWA television champion, the most prestigious television championship in the world. And also becoming part owner in the World Tag Team Championship, along with Chief Wahoo McDaniels. Hold on to it tight, guys, because you've got a rough road.
Well, the Briscoes had it once. Carnoodles had it several times. Orton's had it, and they're not going to be quiet. They're going to be looking for that belt. The Road Warriors, God, what two specimens of individual men they are. Nothing but muscles and very large. These guys are going to be after that World Tag Team belt. And, of course, I've heard that the Freebirds would like to have some title.
That is right. Right. Elbow across the face, the forehead of Mark Fleming. Tully now. Got that pressure. Got it cinched in tight. He is a tough wrestler.
And he has methodically wore this man down, as Tully Blanchard. And dishing out the punishment with wrestling hold right here, reverse chinlock. And a lot of ability in the body and a lot of talent in the body of Tully Blanchard. Some of the things he does we don't agree with. That's his own bed. He has to like. Oh, and he misses an elbow! As Mark Fleming was able to get out of the way of that elbow.
See these fans? They want Mark Fleming. Oh, good form by Mark Fleming. Another forearm. Takes Tully Blanchard, whips him across into the ropes. Good drop kick. As Tully now whips him across into the ropes again. Drop kick. But Tully scooped him, got him out of the way. Now Tully walks across.
Oh, knee drop to the head.
Takes Mark Fleming. Blanchard, he can wrestle. He's tough. He knows what he's doing in that ring. This young man, Tully Blanchard, watch it. Watch what he does. Snaps the neck.
Almost tore his head off. He positioned him right under that bottom rope and then fell back, putting all the pressure right on the neck of Mark Fleming.
Fleming tried to block it somewhat, but he just couldn't do it all the way. All right, Tully has him up, drops him across.
Getting an extra spring off the top rope, suplexes down Fleming.
Hey,
we got a winner.
Tully Blanchard's got a smirk on his face, just like Paul Jones.
Tully Blanchard is our victor over Mark Fleming. And a little Tully Blanchard strut in the ring. Here we see That vicious maneuver. He had Mark Fleming under the ropes, and the rope almost took his Adam's apple out of him. The winner is Tully Blanchard.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with me, Paul Jones and the Assassins, and you're sitting here. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you're like everybody else. Hey, Paul Jones, I can't wait for the Boogie Woogie Jam. Well, let me tell you something. And I'm talking to you people. I can't wait either. And both these assassins can't wait either. Because you know what it means. It means that you're going to lose your hair, Valiant. You can get Wawa McDaniels, Dusty Rose, Junkyard Dog, anybody you want. But you're not going to save your hair. You say this is going to make history. Well, you're right. It's going to make history. And you think that you outsmarted me and the Assassins. Well, so far you have. I grant you that. But the Boogie Woogie Jam, we're going to get the last laugh, Valiant. Because you're going to be bald-headed. You're not going to have a hair on your head. And I'm standing right here, not just to hear myself talk. This is serious, very serious. You know, it's just about do or die. There must be a winner. Your hair or one of these beautiful masks. And I know the importance of this match. And most of all, each one of these assassins know the importance of this match. And when they ring that bell, Valiant, you might as well start plucking your hair out yourself, because you're doomed.
There's no possible way that the Assassins will let Paul Jones down. Paul Jones, we owe you a great debt of gratitude, and we pay our debts. And the only way that we feel that we can pay the debt of gratitude that we owe Paul Jones is whoever it is, whether it's me or whether it's my partner. It doesn't make any difference because we're both capable of getting it done. We promise you, Mr. Jones, you will have your pound of flesh in Jimmy Valiant's hair being shaved from his head. I guarantee you that.
Well, I tell you, we said it all. He said it all, and that's the way it's going to be. And you see the new addition here, Mr. Tully Blanchard.
You know, Paul,
let me tell you something. I'm very proud of this man.
Tell you what, Paul, you know, I've only been here a short time, and I'm making my mark. But I tell you what, the two greatest masked men in professional wrestling today, and Jimmy Valiant's been trying and trying and trying and trying. Everybody, every name he can get, and he hadn't got the job done now. So, Valiant, what makes you think that you can get the job done one-on-one? You done picked all the great wrestlers to be your partners. But I tell you what, it's going to be a great thing to watch. The Boogie Woogie Jam. The beard first, and now the hair is going to go.
Bald-headed geek. When his hair goes, I want every one of you to stand up and shout along with the Assassins and Tully Blanchard. Bald-headed geek. Bald-headed geek. Bald-headed geek. Bald-headed geek. Bald-headed geek. Bald-headed geek.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see the Boogie Woogie Jam 84. We'll see you next week right home, Worldwide Wrestling. Worldwide Wrestling has been furnished to this station for broadcast at this time by Jim Crockett Promotions in exchange for commercial consideration.